You are living inside a timeline, but what if I told you it's not the only one available? Right now, all around you, infinite versions of reality are vibrating just out of sight, just out of reach, waiting to be collapsed into experience. Yet so many of us remain locked inside a single loop, living out the same patterns, the same results, the same frustrations, wondering why nothing changes even though we desperately want more. It's time to shatter a fundamental misconception. You are not stuck because of fate, destiny, or bad luck. You are stuck because your system, your mind, your body, your emotions, your very frequency is still attuned to the old timeline. This isn't about manifesting harder. It's about initiating a profound quantum shift. It's about stepping into a new state of being so completely, so coherently, that the quantum field has no choice but to mirror back a different reality. Most people mistakenly believe that manifestation is simply about desire, wanting something so badly that the universe delivers it. But here's the truth that quantum science unveils. Desire alone does nothing. The quantum field doesn't respond to how badly you want change. It responds to how aligned you are with the frequency of that change. Consider this. Right now, even if you're diligently reciting affirmations, meticulously crafting vision boards, and performing all the visualizations, you might still be inadvertently signaling the old timeline. Why? Because beneath the surface of your conscious intent, your body is wired for the familiar. Your nervous system is deeply addicted to old emotional loops. Your subconscious mind is broadcasting ingrained patterns of fear, doubt, and scarcity, even as your conscious mind shouts, "I want abundance, I want love, I want success." And here's the most shocking revelation. The quantum field listens to the dominant signal, not merely the loudest one. This is a crucial distinction. The dominant signal emanates from your full system vibration, not just what you think, but what you feel, what you expect, what you embody. This is precisely why you can intellectually declare, "I am wealthy," 1,000 times, yet if your body constricts with anxiety every time you pay a bill, the quantum field perceives and responds to the contraction, not the affirmation. Similarly, you can visualize love all day, but if your heart remains armored and closed, the field registers isolation, not connection. This inherent contradiction is the trap that keeps individuals endlessly circling within the old timeline. They erroneously believe change originates externally, with circumstances, actions, or results. However, quantum shift unequivocally begins inside, with state, with coherence, with profound alignment. You must become the version of you that already inhabits the desired timeline, not someday, not when external evidence arrives, but now. And here's where the principles of quantum physics truly ignite our understanding. Quantum physics teaches us that all possibilities exist simultaneously within the vast field of potential. Every conceivable timeline, every version of you, every outcome you could ever imagine, they are all already vibrating in the quantum realm. When you meticulously shift your own vibration, you aren't creating something from nothing. Instead, you are actively collapsing into the version that was patiently waiting for you all along. This fundamental principle is why mystics, profound inventors, and great thinkers across time have consistently emphasized the profound power of frequency, numbers, and energetic codes. Nikola Tesla famously asserted, "If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, you would have the key to the universe." These numbers aren't mere magic tricks. They serve as profound pointers to universal patterns, intricate harmonics, and the undeniable truth that reality meticulously organizes itself around vibration. Therefore, the pertinent question isn't, "How do I get what I want?" The truly transformative question is, "Who do I need to become vibrationally to align with the timeline where that already exists?" And becoming is not a facade. It's not pretending, faking, or merely performing. Becoming is a holistic, full-body, full-soul shift into absolute coherence. This is the very genesis of the quantum shift. You are not here to futilely fight the old timeline. You are here to transcend it, to rise into the elevated frequency of the new one. Before we delve deeper into the precise mechanics of achieving this, pause and reflect. What version of yourself has been subtly dictating your choices today? What timeline have you been unwittingly fueling with your unwavering focus, your precious attention, your vital energy? And are you genuinely ready to release that old version, allowing a more evolved one to unequivocally emerge? Sit with these questions. Breathe into their profound implications. Feel the subtle edges they press against within your very being. Because as we progress, we will meticulously dissect the invisible forces that persistently keep you tethered to the old loop, the insidious resistance, the deeply ingrained subconscious patterns, the enduring emotional imprints, and how these powerful forces hijack your every attempt to shift. This is the critical layer no one adequately warns you about, the profound explanation for why countless individuals grasp the theoretical framework of quantum manifestation, but tragically never experience its transformative power. Let's confront the true impediment to sustained quantum shift. It's not a lack of effort, nor is it a deficiency in desire. It's certainly not a flaw in your manifestation technique. The core reason lies in your persistent entanglement with the version of yourself that remains fundamentally wired for survival within the old timeline. And that version, though undeniably outdated, offers the deceptive comfort of familiarity. The subconscious mind, in its profound allegiance, prioritizes the familiar above progress. The old timeline doesn't require your explicit permission to continue its loop. It merely requires your active participation. Every time you react in the same predictable manner, recount the same limiting narrative, or anticipate the same outcome, the signal is powerfully reinforced. It's akin to a deeply etched neural pathway in the brain. The more you traverse it, the more profound and automatic it becomes. Eventually, that path ceases to be a choice you make. Instead, it becomes the default trajectory that chooses you. This is where the elegant intersection of quantum physics and neuroscience reveals itself in a manner that most people tragically overlook. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect tells us that the very act of observation collapses a wave of infinite potential into a single definitive event, a particle, a choice, a reality. But here's the crucial twist. You are not merely observing reality with your physical eyes. You are profoundly observing it with your beliefs, your deeply held emotions, your ingrained expectations. Now layer in neuroscience. A staggering 95% of your behavior is driven by the subconscious mind, which meticulously stores all your emotional conditioning, unresolved traumas, limiting beliefs, and identity patterns. This means that for the vast majority of your existence, it's not your conscious intention that is actively collapsing the wave of potential. It is your subconscious programming. Let that profound truth resonate within you. You are striving to manifest from the mere 5% of your being that is awake and consciously aware, while the overwhelming 95% remains inextricably tuned to frequencies of fear, lack, distrust, and fundamental survival. And remember, the quantum field unequivocally responds to the dominant signal. Therefore, when individuals lament that manifestation doesn't work, what they are truly articulating is, I haven't yet fundamentally shifted the internal observer that is collapsing my reality. This is the very reason why individuals find themselves trapped in perpetual loops. This is why you can dramatically alter your job, your partner, your city, and yet inexplicably find yourself mired in the exact same emotional patterns. Because nothing external possesses the inherent power to override an internal frequency that has yet to be transformed. To articulate it another way, the timeline simply cannot shift if the observer has not. So what precisely is anchoring you to the old timeline? Typically, it is a pervasive, often subtle form of resistance. Resistance cunningly manifests as incessant overthinking, crippling procrastination, emotional numbness, hyperproductivity, or even fear shrewdly disguised as irrefutable logic. The insidious voice that whispers, "Be realistic." Yet, all forms of resistance ultimately distill down to one core belief. Your system believes it is inherently safer to remain within the familiar confines of your current state, even if you utterly despise it, than to courageously leap into the terrifying unknown. And this profound belief resides deeply within the body. Stored trauma, suppressed emotions, and inherited fears are meticulously coded into your very nervous system. This is why you can intellectually know something to be true, but still find yourself utterly incapable of embodying it. This is why affirmations fall flat, why visualizations fade, and why you repeatedly succumb to the same old destructive cycles. The resistance isn't merely a mindset, It's a deeply ingrained chemistry. When your nervous system is dysregulated, it transmits a persistent signal of threat to the quantum field, even as your conscious mind verbally declares, "I'm ready." That energetic contradiction consistently collapses the same limited outcomes. It is not personal, it is at its core quantum physics. Nikola Tesla, with his profound foresight, once remarked, "If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." This wasn't a poetic metaphor, it was a literal scientific declaration. Your life is a tangible frequency. Your thoughts, your emotions, your posture, your breath. They all collectively generate a unique vibrational pattern that either harmonically aligns with your desired timeline or actively repels it. This is why many individuals are powerfully drawn to specific numbers like 369 or 777, or to the intricate beauty of sacred geometry. They intuitively sense that the universe communicates through inherent patterns, that frequencies are not random occurrences, but rather precisely encoded into the very fabric of reality. You are not merely a person navigating a life, you are a sophisticated frequency generator embedded within a profoundly responsive field. And for too long, you have been broadcasting the same archaic pattern so consistently that you have erroneously mistaken it for your true identity. But here's the liberating truth. You don't have to engage in a futile battle against that pattern. You simply have to cease feeding it. Where in your current reality are you still vibrating in fear while vocally declaring faith? Where are you still bracing for rejection while desperately seeking love? Where are you still striving to attract abundance while feeling profoundly unworthy of it? These are the subtle, yet potent contradictions that relentlessly prevent timelines from truly shifting. In the next profound phase of this journey, we will explore precisely what it genuinely takes to shift timelines, not in abstract theory, but in tangible, deeply embodied practice. You will learn how to consciously align the conscious and subconscious aspects of your being, how to meticulously regulate your body into a state of unwavering coherence, and how to begin showing up, authentically, as the version of you that already thrives within the new reality. Let's begin with a fundamental truth. The only practice that genuinely matters is the one you actually live. We exist in an era where it's alarmingly easy to consume knowledge, accumulate techniques, and binge-watch countless manifestation videos, yet tragically fail to integrate any of it. Why? Because consumption provides a deceptive sense of progress, but true progress only materializes when your body, your breath, and your actions begin to authentically match the information you're absorbing. So, how do we seamlessly weave quantum shift into the intricate tapestry of daily life? First, you must grasp the powerful principle of micro-alignment. Most individuals mistakenly believe that shifting timelines necessitates massive, dramatic upheavals. However, quantum reality responds with unparalleled precision to coherence, not to mere size. A seemingly small act executed with pure aligned intention can carry significantly more vibrational weight than a giant, frantic gesture born of desperation. Let's translate this into tangible, living examples. If you are actively shifting toward an abundance timeline, your daily practice might involve breathing deeply when scarcity thoughts inevitably arise, rather than spiraling into paralyzing fear. It might involve consciously expressing profound gratitude for even the smallest resources you possess, thereby amplifying the potent signal of, "I have enough." It could mean spending money with a sense of trust and presence, rather than falling into panic or guilt. If you are shifting toward a love timeline, your practice might involve deliberately opening your posture when your instinct is to shrink or hide. It could mean courageously extending kindness, rather than withdrawing into self-protection. It might even entail speaking words of affection, even when vulnerability feels acutely edgy. If you are shifting toward health timeline, your practice might involve tuning into the subtle, nascent sensations of vitality already present within your body. It could mean consciously choosing foods, movements, and rest with an energy of profound respect, not punishment. It involves actively catching the insidious inner dialogue of criticism and consciously shifting it to one of unwavering support. These seemingly small acts are nothing short of quantum keys. They transmit an unequivocal message to the quantum field. This is who I am now, Not merely who I'm striving to become someday, but who I have definitively chosen to be today. However, here's the crucial understanding most people unfortunately miss. The practice is not about attaining unwavering perfection. It is about the consistent, gentle act of returning. You will inevitably wobble. You will occasionally regress into old loops. You will catch yourself thinking, feeling, or acting from the old timeline. This is not a sign of failure. It is irrefutable evidence that you are profoundly alive and engaged in the transformative process. The true power lies not in never slipping, but in the swiftness and grace with which you return. Every single time you observe yourself succumbing to the old frequency and gently guide yourself back, you powerfully strengthen the nascent new timeline. Every time you pause, take a conscious breath, and deliberately choose coherence over chaos, you profoundly reinforce the shift. Every time you act, speak, breathe, and choose as though the new reality is already an undeniable truth, even when the external world has yet to catch up, you actively collapse the desired wave into form. This is the intricate, beautiful dance of quantum embodiment. Now let's briefly touch upon tools. For some, established practices like breathwork, meditation, and guided visualization serve as powerful aids in tuning the entire system. For others, the deliberate use of sacred symbols, specific numerical sequences like 369 or 777, or precisely calibrated sound frequencies resonates deeply. These tools are not inherently magical. They are potent anchoring devices. They effectively assist the subconscious mind in receiving the unequivocal message, "I am now fully attuned to the new reality." However, it is imperative to remember, no tool, no ritual, no technique works in isolation without your active embodied participation. You cannot outsource your profound quantum shift to a mere ritual. The ritual works because you work. So, here is your direct invitation for today. Identify one deeply ingrained pattern from the old timeline that you are unequivocally ready to disrupt. Then choose one small, profoundly practical act that embodies the essence of the new timeline. Commit to practicing that single act today, with unwavering presence, with profound sincerity, and with boundless love. It might be something as seemingly insignificant as pausing for 3 conscious breaths before reacting instinctively. It might be choosing to utter just one sentence that emanates from your desired authentic self, rather than your fearful old self. It might involve simply sitting quietly for a few moments and vividly visualizing yourself completely immersed in the frequency of your chosen reality. It's not about the grandeur of the act. It's about the profound intention and the deliberate way you perform it. And the exquisite beauty of this approach is that the quantum field does not require time to catch up. It responds instantaneously in the eternal now. As you consciously step into this transformative practice, remember, you are not alone. You are an integral part of a rapidly expanding collective of beings who are awakening to their inherent power, rediscovering their innate creative nature, and learning how to harmonically dance with the quantum field. Finally, we arrive at the most crucial phase of this shared journey, sustaining the shift. Because the quantum field is indifferent to whether you merely visit the new timeline once, it truly reshapes around you when you consistently live there. Most people approach manifestation as a singular, isolated event. They visualize, they affirm, they journal, and then they passively wait. And when immediate results fail to materialize, they tragically collapse back into the old frequency, utterly failing to grasp that the true magic, the genuine transformation, lies in the unwavering act of staying. Sustainability is the master key to profound quantum shift. Let's be unequivocally clear. This does not imply coercing yourself to feel perpetually good. It does not mean ignorantly dismissing challenges or falsely pretending to be high vibe when you are not. It means cultivating the emotional and energetic capacity to return relentlessly and gracefully to alignment every single time you wobble. Every instance you notice an old, ingrained loop attempting to pull you back, and you consciously choose the new timeline instead, you profoundly reinforce the shift. Every time you act, speak, breathe, and choose as though you already inhabit the desired state, the old timeline irrevocably loses its grip. This is not a punishment. It is the path to true mastery. You are actively learning how to become the quantum signal that consistently collapses the wave, not occasionally, not merely when it's convenient, but as a fully integrated way of life. Let me offer a straightforward roadmap for this sustained journey. First, cultivate daily awareness. Begin each day, not with your mundane to-do list, but with a conscious tuning. Ask yourself, what frequency am I consciously bringing into today? Are you unconsciously carrying fear, or are you embracing trust? Are you expecting struggle, or are you anticipating flow? Set this powerful intention even before your feet touch the ground. Second, engage in embodied action. Throughout your day, diligently practice micro-alignment. Notice precisely when your actions resonate with your desired timeline, and equally important, when they deviate. If you desire abundance, are you acting with genuine generosity or lingering scarcity? If you seek love, are you opening your heart or defensively armoring it? If you prioritize health, are you nurturing your body or subtly neglecting it? Small, consistent, repeated shifts hold significantly more power than occasional dramatic leaps. Third, prioritize emotional regulation. You will inevitably be triggered. You will undoubtedly fall into moments of doubt. This is an inherent part of the human experience. The power lies not in attempting to avoid these moments, but in the unwavering commitment to returning. Breathe. Ground yourself. Reconnect with the profound version of you who already knows, this is who I am now. Fourth, foster community and symbols. Deliberately surround yourself with powerful reminders and resonant symbols, be it specific numbers, empowering mantras, or sacred images that consistently anchor you into a state of coherence. Actively seek out communities and voices that reinforce your chosen timeline, allowing the external world to become a powerful ally rather than a pervasive distraction. Finally, embrace gratitude as an amplifier. Gratitude is the undeniable emotional signature of already having. When you consistently practice gratitude, you transmit an unequivocal signal to the quantum field. I am aligned. I am receptive. I am whole. This powerfully amplifies the coherence of your entire energetic field and dramatically accelerates the collapse of your desired timeline. Remember, you are not engaging in this profound work to get somewhere. You are engaging in this work because this is the somewhere you already are. You are not chasing the timeline. You are, in essence, becoming the timeline.